For the 13 of you that weren't, a lot of those people are my mum's friends. Hello, Moira. I have to be honest about a couple of things. If you haven't seen a Passenger show before, the first thing to say is that most people think that Passenger is going to be a band and are pretty fucking disappointed when they pay all this money and then just some furry English guy turns up. It's just me and a guitar tonight, Cape Town. Is that cool with you guys? Good. Because you can't have your money back. And seriously. And second is that I only have one very famous hit single, unfortunately. So I'm just going to play it 17 times if everyone's down with that. Alright. There's always a worrying amount of the crowd that's actually cool with that. I'm not going to do that. You know, it's really weird. I haven't spent a lot of my life playing these kind of concerts. For a long, long time, before I wrote my one hit single, I was busking. I used to play on street corners all over the place and in little pubs, and thank you very much, thanks. Thank you. No one clapped then, but yeah, and it was amazing. It was a fantastic adventure looking back on it, and I used to go up to Glasgow a lot in Scotland. Anybody been to Glasgow before? All of you, that's weird. It's a wicked town, I really love it. Maybe not quite as beautiful as Cape Town, but it's got an awful lot of heart to it, and the people are wonderful, and it's a great music town. And I used to go up there a lot and play on Buchanan Street and a few other places, and hello, actual Scottish person, hello. And I used to stay in a really fiercely horrible hostel up there. It was hello, just having a good time. I used to stay in this horrible hostel, and every morning when I would leave this hostel in tears, there'd be this guy on the steps, this homeless man, and over the course of a few weeks, I got to know him quite well and sort of learned his life story, and it's a pretty tragic one. His name was David, or hopefully still is David, and it goes something like this.
Well, I met him outside our store door. He said, I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Well, I know you think it's shifty for a man in his 50s to be sleeping in a hostel dorm. But I used to be a welder by trade. Used to work by the water where the ships get made. But no shipyard will take me now. My hands are too shaky, and I've spent all my money before I get paid. And I said, David, don't you think that it's strange? While you were sleeping, how the world went changed. Looking in your eyes, I think you know, David, we lost you a long time ago. Oh, and oh, now. Oh, and oh, oh. Oh, and oh, now. Yeah. He leans his head against our store. Said I have an ex-wife that doesn't hear me, and a kid that doesn't call. And every month I'm caught short with my fucking child support. And the court says that I'm reckless and irresponsible, cause it was never part of the plan to be a middle-aged man, to be sat outside a hostel shaking strangers' hands. But I've drunk away my wealth, I'm a picture of bad health, and I'm a shadow of a former self. I said, David, don't you think that it's strange? while you were sleeping, how the world went cheap. I hear it in your voice, I think you know. David, we lost you a long time ago. Oh, and oh, oh, and oh, oh, and oh, yeah. I say, David, don't you think that it's strange? While you're in your dark room, how the world went changed. Looking in your eyes, I think you know. David, we lost you a long time ago.
Thank you very much.